Hey there, welcome to GMU Q&A live. I'm gonna move out of the shade here. Bear with me, I'll be in the sunlight. It's pretty sunny. You probably can see back there, or up there rather. Bear with me a minute, I'm gonna take my hand off the screen, or my, so I can walk down the stairs. Find a good shady place. We'll find a good shady place. Alright, just hanging in there, waiting for people. Let's go out. Here we go. It's a little chillier out here. But that's not a good idea. Wonder how you guys can see me over here. This would be nicer. Yeah. So anyway, and this is GMU Q&A live with Mr. Nick B, your host from Good Morning USA. If you can, jump in and say hello. I'd like that very much. Okay, so. A lot of dirt over here. I think we'll go off of the dirt. So anything you guys want to talk about here? Will be easy to talk about from here, I think. Just waiting on y'all. Okay. Bear with me here. I don't know how this is going to work. But you are watching GMU Q&A live with Mr. Nick B, your host from Good Morning USA. Please make sure to comment. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go like that so you guys can actually see me. Or you can't. Wow. Hope I can find a... Can't tell which is me. I think we'll go back up and we'll do her another way here. Yeah. Bear with me. I'm gonna do another little walk. I don't like this idea. I want you guys to be able to see me. So anyway, please share any comments, suggestions, and or questions, as well as opinions you might have. This is GMU Q&A live with Mr. Nick B, your host from Good Morning America. No, excuse me, Good Morning USA. So this is GMU Q&A live with Mr. Nick B, your host from Good Morning USA. There. Yeah, now you should be able to see me good. All right. Good morning, USA. Now this is Jimmy Q&A live, the evening program. And we are discussing topics. As well as we're discussing topics as well as any opinions, questions, comments, or suggestions you might have. Please don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments section while I'm here live. Well, we'll go about, we've already been on 5 minutes. I'll wait a few more minutes for some people. And we're at, so just waiting. Jimmy Q&A Live with Mr. Nick B., your host from Good Morning USA. I did it right that time. What do you know? So at any rate, my friends, if anyone's going to join us, I sure would like to see them join, and before I start ranting or whatever. So well, I suppose we better get on with it. Well, we gotta do something about these liberal nut jobs here. I'm appalled at the bias in the phony investigations and allegations into President Trump and his team, as well as others. And it's one thing after the other. I mean, it's just phony. It's where is people's character? Please hit me up in the comment section. I am waiting. I said that like I'm impatient with you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. See that pretty blue sky behind me? Isn't that pretty? Purdy, purdy, purdy. Oh. Anyways, for Michigan, we have some people running. Sandy Penciller, he totally jumped on the Trump train. D-Rob will be excited about that, as well as several other subscribers of mine. His name's Sandy Penciller. He's seems like a good guy and wants to do the right thing by the American people of Michigan. So that's great news. Myself being a Michigander. It'd be great if some of my subscribers, if any of them do live in Michigan, it'd be great if you could hit me up and let me know. Don't give out the exact location, just the state. The city if you want to, but that's at your discretion. I would rather you didn't give out any real close identifiable or almost identifiable information. But if I'd like to know how many more Michiganders live, I would like to know how many more people live in Michigan. I know of one subscriber, I think, that is a Michigander. And they might also or might now only subscribe to Next News Network. who knows? At any rate, and then of course, for governor, we have our own version of liberal insanity in Sri Tanadar. Sri Tanadar. He's running for governor of Michigan. And Sri's just like me. The hell he is. Sri's not just like me. He is a very liberal and very aggressive, progressive liberal. So if you are a Michigander, do not vote for Sri. Because he's not like me or you. We only want patriots in that office, in any place. We only want ones who will serve the American people. We the people of America. Not we the people of the United Kingdom or we the people of all countries. We the people of America. So, sorry, I'm a little shaky today. Don't mean to be that way. I'm hoping to be able to see your comments here. Well, my hand takes up a lot of room. Yeah, we have our own version of liberal insanity in Sri Tanadar. He's not just like me or you. If you are a Michigander, please don't vote for him. We also have Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley running for governor of Michigan next election. We also have a Bill Schuette, who is also running for governor of Michigan in the next election. Which, being a Michigander, I'm going to be a lot more inclined probably to vote for Bill Schuette. He'll take a much tougher stance on the legalities and illegalities of issues. And he'll draw a hard line, I think, towards some of these phony investigations. They'll probably not enter Michigan, or if they do, it'll be a hard fight. So I'm just waiting for some people to pop in here. It's probably a shorter live stream tonight because I want to enjoy the day. I want to go enjoy a walk. At least a short one. It's chilly, but it's decent. I'd go for the walk, but I can't see you. I can't see your comments on screen, so I don't know what that's about. But I'd like very much to be able to go for walks and do this. Just waiting on, I'm holding off for a few minutes, waiting on some people to comment if you're on. If you've joined us live, you are watching GMU Q&A Live with Mr. Nick B., your host from Good Morning USA. Not Good Morning America, but Good Morning USA. A different program with nearly the same title. Simply put, I am not any longer a Good Morning America fan, not the mainstream media fan, not an NBC fan, not a CBS fan at all. I don't watch ABC, NBC, or CBS for their news. I don't watch CNN at all. CNN is known as, it's got several different names, which is Clown News Network, Communist News Network. It's so funny. These people, these organizations create their own problems. So it would be yours and my right to be critical of, when you're creating your own problems, and for what? For nothing? I can't see that working out for anyone. What about 15 minutes? I wonder if I have anybody on live. You're watching live GMU Q&A with Mr. Nick B., your host from Good Morning USA. Hoping to get a commenter, somebody or a new subscriber. And by the way, if you happen to like these videos, smash that like button, subscribe, comment, and with any of your suggestions, comments, opinions. Keep it real though, and please do share the videos, alright? There will be a Good Morning USA for tomorrow morning. I've got to get to a bigger screen though. I'm doing this on my phone, which doesn't allow me to see much. I really have to squint. Well, I would like to do a harmonica. I kind of want to stay on the outside here though, because it's beautiful out. Just waiting for anybody to comment. Boy, I could fall asleep. It is dinner time. It's close to dinner time for y'all, so I might be hanging this one up a little early. We'll let it go about 20 minutes or another 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And if I don't see anybody, then I'll end it. I'll close it out. But there will be more. We will do more of these, and we will try to do considerably more, okay? So anyway, earlier I talked about President Trump and the phony investigations, and I didn't mention the Senate part of this, but how they are trying to take away his powers. The Senate has voted, apparently, with a good majority, to prevent or block President Trump from firing Mueller. I don't think they can. But I did create a petition. It is at petitions.whitehouse.gov. I'm hoping you can find it. The creator would be NB, if that's on there. I don't know. I'm looking for the link. I can't find a link to it. So I'll try to find that and post it here and on the Next News Network in the comment section, as well as other various places, maybe Twitter. I did post one on Twitter, but apparently Twitter can't find it. I don't know what's going on with that, but we will look at that option very shortly and see what we got going on. Cutter here, we're at about 12:25 now. And, no, I'm sorry, we're at about 18. Got about 18 minutes worth. So at any rate, yeah, so Michigan, we have a few people running for governor. And Sri Tanadar, if you are Michigan, Sri Tanadar is not just like me or you. He is a very progressive and aggressive liberal and will tear down Michigan. I'm going to say it right out loud, don't vote for him. And he's probably illegal. That'd be my best guess. Now, it'll be a close race, I think, between Kelly and Schuette, Brian Kelly and Bill Schuette. But I'm inclined to vote for Mr. Schuette. I think he's got a better record overall. And the Lieutenant Governor, Brian Kelly, just seems too young. I just don't know about that one. No, I'm unsure of him. As far as President Trump goes, we've just got to really focus hard and stay glued to our. Don't stay glued to your chair. You can stay glued to your feet and keep punching holes in this. Keep. We gotta keep finding the holes in the liberal story of all the phony investigations and allegations into President Donald Trump. All of the liberals' investigations are phony. They're made up. As one person noted, I can't remember who it was, a lawyer, and he was interviewed on ABC or one of the networks, one of the big three. But as he put it, you don't find the person then find the crime. You find the crime and then find the person. And you have to, that means you go through stuff. You go through a whole different process. You find the crime, and then you find out, who committed it. Where they're trying to investigate him before a crime has been made. Highly illegal. Highly illegal. There is no such collusion with Russia from the Trump administration. None. I can almost 100% guarantee. I can probably 100% guarantee that, because you watch their mouths move. When the liberals' mouths move, it's usually a lie. I'm probably going to take some heat from this for this video. I want people to understand that there are far too many liberals out there who would just soon destroy one person and their character, or would just soon attempt to destroy their character. I mean, they know they can't. They already know they can't. What him, because everybody's onto it. His private security detail, this Secret Service. So it couldn't be any of the nations. You know what I mean by that. They I don't know. The majority of liberals in Washington, D.C. are absolutely, they already have absolutely lost their marbles. And I really, really believe that we need to seek psychiatric care for them. That's Nancy Pelosi, Kentucky Shimshitter. What's the other one? Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas. Who else? Hitler Clinton. We need to make sure these people can no longer. Oh yes, Abominator. Did I say Abominator? Oh, that's a new one. Anyways. Well, guys, I said I was going to cut this here. We're at nearly 24 minutes. Not that I want to rush you. I just have things got to get done. As I find a place, a permanent place, I will be able to sit down and do this and not be rushed. But I want to go and enjoy a walk too. So, and it's hard to see if you were to come in and live. It's hard to see it in the sun. And I don't know how to reach them once it goes to replay. This is kind of a neat feature that YouTube is doing since after Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg got called up to Congress, called up to the Hill to testify. YouTube seems to have opened up their live streaming platform a little bit more, which is pretty cool of them. And I don't know why. Maybe sometimes they have a change of heart, I guess. But censorship is nothing Um, it's nothing to take for granted. We have our First Amendment right, which allows us free speech. Period. We have our Second Amendment, which which gives us the right to bear arms. Us, the United States citizens, we the people, to bear arms. And those rights have to be held very dearly. We can't just let government officials and law enforcement officials just walk all over us. I mean, that was why the Second Amendment was created. Simply put, so that people could defend themselves against rogue police. And that doesn't mean that every single police officer is bad. There are so many rogue cops, it's not funny. Now, I'm going to share an incident with you here. Local sheriff's department, they had a detective. He was out. I guess he was out doing whatever, stink out or something for some something that was going on in the neighborhood. I drove past him and he just happened to notice my tabs were expired. He was kind of arrogant with me. Apparently he had tried to send one too many people, and I was one too many person. Because he gave me a ticket. Wanted to hit me with a $90 ticket because I didn't have my tabs. How many sheriff's deputies drove past me? It wasn't a big concern to them because at the time they had something else to do. This person was kind of young and kind of a prick. And I don't think he knew his job very well. To begin with, typically in an unmarked car, they won't pull you over unless they call another car. That would be a typical thing I think they would do, because this car was pretty much totally unmarked. I couldn't see it. And I mean, if they were on a stakeout, I don't believe they're supposed to leave their post. And when I got to the magistrate, the local magistrate, I explained to her what happened, that I had left my tabs up in my visor, my vehicle. And it was cold because my birthday's in December, obviously. It would freeze here in Michigan. I'm in the north sector of Michigan, and it would have frozen. And if I didn't get it on right, I would have had to go buy another one. And I mean, they're like $55-$60 for the tabs. And I showed it to her. I showed everything and I said, the officer just didn't appear to wait long enough because I had it right there in my visor. She looked at me and she says, "Okay, go see the clerk. Your fines are all waived. You pay $0 today." And then that same young detective, came through a couple of times. He saw me going to the local library, so he was actually spying on me. And apparently he got his rear end chewed out for it by somebody because about the third or fourth time he saw who it was, and he saw the license plate on the back of the car, and he took right off and did not bother me anymore. I think maybe he ran the license plate one too many times, and then they found out, wait a minute, are you harassing this guy? So maybe somebody in his office didn't like that. And it's nice to have family members as well that tend to know people, because I do have a sibling my brother who knew the supervisor of the detectives. And I don't know if he said something, but at any rate, that little brief encounter, negative encounter with this guy ended. It ended rather quickly because apparently his supervisor heard that it looked like he was harassing somebody. So maybe a deputy called him in on that. Maybe a deputy called him out on that one and turned him into the supervisor of detectives, or turned him into the sheriff, and the sheriff turned him into the detectives. Excuse me. But I never heard from him again. And after that, everything calmed down, and I didn't hear much from you know, they realized it probably wasn't a good strategy. I think all of them just like, wait a minute, we don't want to do this. We don't want to be bullies. Some of them, not all of them. The very first encounter was under a different sheriff, and very positive encounter actually. Two of the deputies came. They were two to every car at the time, and two came up to me and approached me very professionally. Excuse me, sir. We need to see your license and registration, or whatever it was they had to see. I think it's license and registration. They can't ask for. Don't know if they ask for proof of insurance. I'm not sure which one they can ask for, but one they can legally ask for, one they cannot. I guess. It's possible that the detective that gave me the ticket for the expired tabs that one day, maybe it's possible that I had told the magistrate too that if I remember correctly, if I had told her that I thought he asked for the proof of insurance, if that's not a question he should be legally that he can legally ask, maybe that was one reason she waived the fines. Like, nah, we're not doing this. But she's kind of a tough cookie, the magistrate, because she's, sometimes it'll go good, sometimes it won't go good. But anyway, my friends, this will be it for GMU Q&A live. This is I can't remember what episode, but you'll see it. Hope you can see the replay. We'll talk to you soon, guys. God bless you and have a great day. This is Mr. Nick B for Good Morning USA and GMU Q&A live. Take care.